Thoughts in the ocean during my baptism. I can't swim. But I wade into the water without thinking. For once, I am not afraid of drowning or gasping for air, though I know what suffocating feels like. I felt it on dry land. When I was 7 years old, my mother started bringing us to church because she was told that's where people go when times get tough. It was nice for the most part. We sang songs about Jesus, ate animal crackers, and drank juice. But when she didn't see me for a month, my 4th grade Sunday school teacher pulled me aside, waited for an explanation. I wanted to say, my sister has this thing called depression. I don't know much about it except that she stays home from school to lie in bed. My mother spends nights kneeling at her bedside. My father doesn't believe in God, and we are all so tired. But instead, I mumble something else. That was the first time I lied in church. I don't remember what I said, but I can't forget the way that she looked at me, eyes cast downward at something small. I was so small then. And I wondered if God looked at me the same. The Bible felt heavy, cradled against my thin wrist. They say the Bible is a sword of truth, but I'm afraid of holding it sometimes because for centuries people have turned it against each other, cutting deeper than flesh and into generations, and for that I'm sorry. If you let me, I will mourn with you. They say Job put on righteousness as clothing. Does that mean you can shed it just as easily? I carry my faith around in cautiously cupped hands. If I put it in my pocket, would it fall out? If I made fewer mistakes, does that mean I would be able to see God more clearly? Now, underwater, it is dark blue, unapologetic, and I can't see a thing. I'll admit that sometimes my eyes are wide open during prayer. The water is so cold it aches. It aches like a soul stretching beyond a physical body. It aches like, who do you need to forgive? I used to think that pain meant I'd outgrown God, like I'd outgrown school uniforms or Santa Claus, or pretending like I didn't do anything wrong. I don't mean to, but I still do that last one sometimes. Feel that heaviness creep up on my skin, try to pull me down to the ground. But then I think about how the sky wraps its arms around the ocean, how it pours fresh water into salt water, how its sun rises faithfully every morning. When I rise out of the water, I use my first breath to laugh as I drag my drenched body to shore. Shivering, I look up at the colors he painted into sunset clouds. I couldn't even get the tangles out of my hair this morning. Let us dance in the ocean we could have easily drowned in as it begins to rain.